coming back to this project, which is not a revival as such. It's what we call a recreation. It will be a bit like going down memory lane for some of our members because it was the last production at the old Garsington Manor. Now we're in a new extraordinary environment, and to rebuild that experience in a new environment, I think it's got its challenges, but it's also just absolutely wonderful. And I'm, right at the beginning now of my revision of Figaro from these few years ago. So over the next few months, I will be immersing myself in Figaro. And somewhere it's in the hard drive. I know it's somewhere in the hard drive here from last time. But actually, what's really great is to edit it.
There's a lot of feeling for the old place in our audience. And there was a lot of feeling for the old place in my production. So what I've tried to do is incorporate just in one part of the production, just something that will give everybody in the audience who knew Garsington Manor a real hit of nostalgia, because that's always a good thing.
Of course, we've got a different cast, and it's terribly important to respect and really lock into their individual talent. I'm reminded that we had the wonderful Sophie Bevan as Susanna last time, who was absolutely extraordinary. Now we have another extraordinary artist, Jenny France, who's already got a significant relationship with Garsington Opera. She was our Marcellina in Fidelio.
Marriage of Figaro is in fact an opera about two marriages. One is between the Count and the Countess, and that marriage is already on the rocks before the opera begins. And then the other marriage is the marriage of the title between Figaro and Susanna, which finally, against overpowering odds, takes place in the third act and is already, by the middle of the fourth act, practically a wreck. But thanks to the brilliant plotting of Da Ponte and the wonderful music of Mozart, which seems to be able to express anything that words can't, we find we are at a happy ending, which is a great relief to all concerned.
I think the essence of the greatest operas, and my goodness, Figaro is one of the greatest operas, is how Mozart can express all the emotions of the human spirit. And Figaro does that in spades. That is unique, I think, to music. And the development of the ensembles, which happened predominantly through the three Da Ponte operas of Così, Don Giovanni and Figaro, is a miraculous development in the history of music. The other thing I'm always stressing, and maybe this is with my conductor's hat on, is that it's not just in the text and it's not just in the vocal lines, it's down there in the pit. And what the orchestra express is a mirror image of every single word that Mozart and Da Ponte use in the opera. It is utterly extraordinary as a conductor when you start studying the score, how every bar has a musical mirror in the orchestral writing.
Working with Dougie is a particular pleasure for me because we have an extraordinary sympathy, or is it empathy? I'm never quite sure. And we understand one another extremely well, and in the rare occasions we disagree elegantly. And the finished result is, I hope, totally worthy of our audiences. We love working together for them.
When I first started conducting opera, I think my first opera was Marriage of Figaro with John. And he's not only become a great friend, but he was also a mentor for me. He's a legend in the operatic world, across the world. And what I love about John is that he's one of these directors who has complete integrity to the music. And as a conductor, that is gold dust.